It's that time of year again where people set goals for the new year, new year, new me, and then they end up not seeing any real progress and forgetting about those goals by March, if not earlier. One of the worst feelings is finishing the year in what feels like more or less the same place in life that you were the previous year. I genuinely hope that after watching this video, something clicks in your brain and this coming year becomes that pivotal turning point that sets you up for success for the rest of your life. What I'm about to discuss completely changed my mindset when it comes to goal setting, and I think could truly be the key to building the life of our dreams. Why chasing goals doesn't work. All right, so successful people and average people often both have the same goals, make lots of money, maybe get that dream car, get in great shape, buy that dream home. So I think chasing a particular goal itself probably isn't the issue. What sets the successful people apart from the crowd is not that they dream bigger or anything, but simply that they as individuals live their life differently. So rather than chasing the goal itself, it seems to me like the key is to pursue becoming the type of person who has already achieved that goal. If you can become like the person or a version of yourself who has already succeeded in that area, then the goal itself will come naturally. I need to metaphorically destroy the present version of myself, Miles 1.0, and become Miles 2.0, the future version of myself that has already achieved the success that I am currently pursuing. All right, so far this might either make zero sense to you or seem really obvious. Hopefully it's somewhere in the middle there, but for example, when I first started YouTube, let's say I had the goal of getting to 1 million subscribers. But at the time, the current 1.0 version of myself had a terrible sleep schedule, couldn't stay focused, only spent a few hours a week working on YouTube videos, didn't spend enough time learning about new topics to make videos on, wasted a lot of time scrolling through YouTube shorts, etc. It doesn't really matter if I set that big goal to reach 1 million subscribers, write it up on my wall, break it down into smaller goals, or even make systems to reach that goal if I'm still living my everyday life like version 1.0 of myself, and not like Miles 2.0 with 1 million subscribers would be living life. The moment that I start aligning my everyday life, thoughts, and actions to that of Miles 2.0 is the moment that I'll actually start making significant progress. I'd like to think that I've gotten a little closer to living life how Miles 2.0 would, and as a result feel like I've started to see progress in the right direction, but I know I've still got a lot of room for improvement. So what would the max level version of yourself do? I remember when I used to look up to successful people in life, I always assumed that they had some sort of secret that set them apart. That there was some hidden technique, some character trait that they were born with, maybe a certain product that they bought or a specific business model that led to their financial success, some kind of cheat code. The more I study these people that I look up to, the more I realize that most of it simply comes down to the basic self-improvement habits and daily routines. If you can become the person who is disciplined, healthy, can stay focused, cuts out the noise, and prioritizes the essentials, can manage their time well, and really understands the fundamentals of productivity and how to apply them, and simply puts the work in, you can truly become anything you want. People may lead you astray and make you feel like there is some secret to success that only they know, and then usually they'll sell that solution to you. But deep down, you probably already know what the constraint is that's holding you back. So think about how that future version of yourself who has already achieved all those goals would be living their everyday life. When would they wake up? What would they eat? What would they wear? How would they spend their time? Who would they spend their time with? What would their values be? How many hours per day would they spend watching YouTube videos? Would they drink alcohol, go to clubs, go to parties? Would they play video games? Would they meditate? Would they work out? How often? What kind of workouts? If in every moment that you have a decision to make, if you ask yourself, what would the 2.0 or the maximum level version of myself do? Or if you have someone you look up to, ask yourself what they would do in that situation, then you'll quickly realize which areas of your life are holding you back from reaching success. How to become the 2.0 version of yourself. Now, if you're like me, you may realize that you need to fundamentally change a lot about yourself and your everyday life to reach that 2.0 version. And that's okay. Don't feel bad. It doesn't mean that your current self sucks. I feel like there's a lot of cultural pressure right now to just be who you are, be proud of it, don't let anyone tell you otherwise, and be grateful for what you have, etc. And of course, I agree it's important to love yourself and be grateful, but at the same time, it's also completely fine to want more from life and to want to improve and grow as a person. So now we need to start calibrating our current self with that of our ideal future self. To do that, what I've done is made a document that describes everything in detail about Miles 2.0. Everything from his appearance, style, home, car, career, to his mindsets, beliefs, values, desires, daily routines, habits, etc. And I'll also probably add pictures to this document as well. As I continue to learn new things and develop my mindsets, I think I'll constantly come back to this document to update and refine it. Now, the next step is the most important, and that is to start every single day by reading this document out loud in its entirety. Now, this might seem kind of annoying, but I know personally that if I don't do this every single day, then then I won't be able to keep these things in the front of my mind and actually apply the mindsets, habits, etc. to my everyday life, and this whole process will just go down the drain. As you try to align your life to this 2.0 version of yourself, it will certainly be difficult. It'll be painful cutting out all the bad habits and starting the good ones, but feeling that pain is honestly a good sign to a certain extent, because that pain is really just the older version of yourself trying to hang on, telling you, no, don't leave me, you can be like this forever. So every time you push through that pain, a piece of your older self dies and you become one step closer to living the life of your dreams. So give this a try with me and see how it goes. If you're watching this video in December when it came out, then we still got some time before the new year, so let's at least try and finish the document so that we can start the next year by reading it out loud every single day. But even if you're watching this video at another time of year, don't wait until the new year to start becoming the best version of yourself. Don't even wait until next month or next week or tomorrow. Start today. If you really want to start taking action as soon as possible, comment a brief description of your 2.0 version of yourself down below. I think it'd be pretty cool to both come back to this video in a couple years and see that we both actually did become that successful version of ourselves. As always, do something today that your future self would thank you for.